Here they are sliding in.
Nice.
So I believe in myself. I am a golden
Very cool.
pillar
Yeah.
of cosmic consciousness.
All in the temple of birth.
Yes. What are we birthing?
Yeah. Well, those twins showed up. Wow.
Incredible response to his vision.
Well, to see it unfold when they started out the first day, like there was nobody there.
Right.
And they were camping outside. And all of a sudden there'd be a couple people, 10 people. It turned out to be, by the time they got to the East Coast, tens of thousands showing up and million online and even more on Aloka's Facebook page.
Was such a beautiful dog. Oh man. So
Mhm.
aware.
Yeah. But the story of it,
Hmm.
he found them on when they walked through India
Right.
on the sixth day. And there were a lot of stray dogs, but they'd leave, but Aloka wouldn't leave. He
We got
found
it
his
there.
tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he found another level. And now it's like, wow, he's living in that realm, but he's living in that realm now with the monks.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. And he's got his white heart on his forehead.
Oh, I haven't noticed that.
Yeah. And he's got a white heart.
Historic announcement. The Walk for Peace, officially nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. A journey of
Yeah.
nonviolence, a movement of compassion, peace practiced in action. In 2025, 2026, walked
Mhm.
across America, recognized on the world stage, a living example of discipline, sacrifice, and moral leadership. Walking alongside Aloka, the peace dog. How beautiful.
Mhm. Yeah. And then in his discourses at lunch break and in the evenings, he shared about mindfulness meditation and anapana.
Hmm.
And that basic start for a lot of people along the path.
Yeah.
Going through these little towns, that this is the biggest event they've ever had in the town.
Hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But he also brought in the security of a peace officer, like the police, and their job is creating safety.
Right.
And you've got policemen and women bowing and honoring, and it's not this power over attitude,
Right.
but it was still creating a security. And it's like, yeah, that was a great example.
Hmm. Beneath the timeless gaze of the great Sphinx of Giza, Neptune enters the zero zone. where a 165-year cycle exhales its last breath and a new one takes its first, minute by minute, between January 27th and February 27th, 2026.
Yeah.
Hashtag stand at zero. There it is. It's that simple.
Yes. Yeah, and those twins were born on January 27th. Wow.
Ah,
Just
nice. Well, the twins in
yeah.
my family were born with the new moon before birth at galactic center.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
So and what a couple of dynamos those two are. Wow.
Hmm.
There's a local fellow, John Hawley, who's very involved in the music scene. I haven't met him in person, but he has big gatherings out in the Maple Ridge area.
Hmm.
But he is in Egypt right now, so he's posting all these amazing shots. Um, and he's a real adventurer.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it feels like I'm taking on this journey through Egypt via his posts. And some of those places I have actually been to.
Wow.
So it just seems timely that he's there. And
He'd be a good guy to send stand at zero to.
yes.
Yeah, I saw a video yesterday of the discovery of the Red Sea Scrolls,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and it's at like the manager's diary of moving the stones.
Oh, I caught that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
along the
that's
river.
really
And
interesting.
they created a canal in front of the Sphinx and to get the blocks to the Great Pyramid, but it doesn't. One person said it doesn't say how they built the pyramid.
Right.
I guess that's yet to be found.
Hmm.
Well, like you said, with the canal they built, sounds like water was a pretty key ingredient.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, water to float massive stones.
Hmm.
Yeah, the power of water, the power of Neptune.
Do I have a volunteer to read the text here?
Sure.
Great.
Thanks, Quinten.
Yeah. So, stand at zero, a call to planetary presence. In these times of great convergence, the lightning path beckons us to turn our gaze and gather our awareness at a rare and potent threshold, the once in a lifetime passage of Neptune across the equinoctial world axis at 0 degrees Aries. This is no ordinary transit. Aligned with the fixed and fathomless gaze of the great Sphinx, this cosmic crossing marks a moment of collective initiation. It is not merely a shift in the sky, but a summons, a call to remember our place within the turning wheel of time. On February 27th, 2026, Neptune steps wholly into Aries, and with it, the astrological wheel completes and renews itself. We call this moment stand at zero, a living threshold, a liminal doorway between ages. This is not a solitary rite, it is a planetary gesture. At high noon, in every time zone, we are invited, each and all, to stand. Stand still, stand tall, stand aware. Let us pause together in stillness. Let us remember we are one earth, one breath, one unfolding story. This shared act, this planetary moment of presence, is both symbol and seed. It plants our collective intention into the fabric of time to awaken, to align, and to live in resonance with the great unfolding. We are not merely observers of the cosmos. We are participants in its becoming. Stand at zero. The sky is speaking. Let us listen. The wheel is turning. Let us rise.
Thank you, Sid.
And I'll
Yeah.
add my own little peppering seasoning of
Yeah.
synchronicity on top, which is fascinating as I'm reading this to contemplate how aligned it is that those years ago when you and Teresa did that painting and you wrote those invocations of sovereignty,
Yep.
that you had no idea back then that the invocation, something along the lines of, I am a golden pillar of cosmic consciousness. I think that's the one.
Yep.
But the fact that it's in the lunation where that's the invocation that this stand at zero is happening, I think that should be uh, enough of a divine clue of the significance.
Hmm.
Well said. Well said.
Well, yeah, very good. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was powerful. Just to be pushed and pulled into the moment through reading that, it was like, whoa, okay, it's happening.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Well, yeah, to vocalize.
The
Yeah,
main
that's like
idea.
the monk when the monk says to write down every morning, today is my peaceful day. But he says not only write it, but speak it
Hmm.
out loud so that the universe can hear it.
Right on.
And speak it to the water and then drink it.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm just feeling this like this picture when he talks about how when enough of us are come together in community and can speak that out to the universe will shower back
Hmm. Mhm.
all these loving kindness, compassion qualities. Yeah, that will be peace on earth.
Hmm. Right on. So I've done some additions to the basic map here. You'll see all the red circles. The notion that we have at each of these red circles a person that's tuned into what we're doing here. We've got you guys, of course, down in BC, but we go further down. We've got Anne Lossing is in the Yucatan. Um, and over in at the edge there of Mexico, we have Puerto Vallarta. I don't have a person there, but Puerto Vallarta and what is the other town that I'm thinking of? Anyway,
Peak, Guadalajara.
in that zone, but
Mazatlan?
Guachimantones,
Oh, wow.
where
Oh
we
yeah,
have
Guatemala.
the circular pyramids. So I
Yeah.
want to make sure that that came into the picture here because that's been intriguing me ever since we discovered it through our weekly our gatherings. So
Yeah.
and then over in Africa we have Barb Nins, and we haven't seen her for a while, but I know she's with us. And then of course over to uh, the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx in Egypt, and yeah, so this is just a few folk, but who knows? Over time here, we could populate quite a few people if it catches on. So,
Mm.
so I'm motivated to get the word out. Here's one poster that's been rolling around. Neptune crosses the world axis. The cosmic wheel resets. The Sphinx watches. Pause, stand, remember. One Earth, one breath, one story.
So is that poster downloadable?
Um, let's say it will be. I'm going to be working on consolidating a number of posters that people can download, and I'll make you aware as soon as I have it up. But there's also I use it a lot. Screen capture. You know, if you run into it, do a screen cap, and you got it, and no copyright.
When you say screen capture, you mean like a screenshot or?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's kind of the essence of the whole connection to the
Oh yeah.
pyramids and the open to receiving, open to abundance.
And that is very close to where my daughter and her husband were just before Christmas.
That's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not that far from Sayulita. So yeah, this whole notion of the hashtag, you know, I'm still kind of new to it. I don't know exactly how to work it to the most benefit, but the gist of it, as I was saying earlier, is that if you put that out there, anybody that searches that, you know, just puts that in the search bar, will get all kinds of information specific to this topic. So then it's a matter of, you know, sorting it all out for yourself. But it's out there in cyberspace. This would be a key.
Hmm. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you pop up right at the top. Stand at zero. Hashtag stand at zero.
Oh, there you go. Good. The last word.
Hmm.
Stand at zero. This is a simple human practice. You can join at any point during the month and beyond. Once a day, especially at high noon, pause for a minute or two. Stand still, breathe, notice where you are. No beliefs required, no rituals needed, only presence. And I just have to once again, I've shared how the improvement in my whole uh, feeling of body strength has come as a result of this daily practice of doing push-ups and Vesuvian mans and lifting weights and so on. I'm just finding a real improvement of my whole sense of being. And I want to encourage people. I mean, now to step out on my deck here at high noon, which I do religiously now, because I
Mhm.
look forward to it. I look forward to lifting those weights and doing those push-ups. And I do 77 now rather than 76. uh,
Mhm.
turn and it's just been so very, very good. And it also puts me out in touch with what's the weather today. Where I'm tracking the sun across the ridge of the mountain, and it's now we're getting lots of sun in Spence's Bridge. I've got the big tree here that I just feel so resonant with it as a presence in my life, and yeah, I'm just gonna popularize that practice if I can, because I'm just so happy what it's done for me. I know people could benefit from it. So
Well, I'm with you on that one.
right on. Yeah, you've
On
got
a little later, but my resistance or yeah, just not having like the muscle work part of my health team, and
Mhm.
that's shown up in this period.
Mhm.
So that's new. That's a new beginning.
Right on.
I mean, there's weight resistance, but I had weight room resistance, and I mean now I can do it in the studio, but to go and learn about it has been really valuable in this liminal period. It's just amazing. It's a seed that I'm really enjoying because I know it's building a foundation for my Tai Chi and moving through life,
Yeah.
especially as one gets older. Gotta keep moving.
Yeah, and that's such a great thing to do, Dwayne, because some things that come to mind with just how aligned it is with, what we should be doing as humans is like that zenith of the day is like the
Yeah.
peak of yang, that
Right
outward
on.
energy. So
Yes.
I can just imagine uh, fully embodying that moment, what that's doing to the nadir or the bottom, like the most yin point. Like
Mm-hmm.
you must be just in the most deepest of rejuvenation and sleep at that opposite moment because of going to the other polarity during the high noon.
Right on. Right
And
on.
another fun fact I thought of is like they say when you squeeze a crystal, it generates
On that,
piezoelectricity.
yeah.
Mm.
And the cool thing about our bones is that they're crystals. Uh, some of the coolest crystals around. Like the geology of the body, right? So when you're squeezing your muscles, it's like squeezing the bones and generating so much electricity and energy, and and how that relates to the stand at zero is like definitely something we should be doing every day, but especially stand at zero.
Thank you
Like,
for that, Quinten.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Like I do little moments of mindfulness like every day. I have my daily practice, and lately I've done Agnihotra, which is a sunrise and sunset practice that I only catch the sunset for usually. And so I'm going to continue doing what I regularly do, but like on stand at zero day and today with the eclipse and the Tibetan Chinese New Year, just take everything I normally do to a whole new level and then add some novelty and really create that strong anchoring, because there's just so much that needs to be poured onto this earth, and it's got to come through us, and we have such a power to uplift so many others. So I see it as like a network, the you anchor as much as you can cosmic awareness at these special times, and then help ignite that so that it's easier for others to access through the morphic resonance. So anyway, my
Yeah.
soapbox.
Oh,
Yeah, very good.
yeah.
And on that on the TCM on the Chinese medicine, that time period between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. is the heart. And so my herbalist suggests after about 12:30 for me to have a nap. So there's also rest. So resting that after the activity, make sure that I nap from 12:30 to 1.
Yeah, rest to the
Because I
heart.
can just go to the next thing, go to the next thing, go to the next thing. But that way it doesn't leave it so late, because kind of in the Western, it's the afternoon later siesta. And then they're up at 8 in the evening. But it also coincides with go to sleep before 11, because that 11 to 1 then at night is the liver. And then that gives the liver the opportunity to rest and regenerate. Where I'd go, oh, it's 12, 12:30. Oh, no. So I have a new assignment.
I'm with
And
you on
then,
that one, Steve.
yeah, the
New
proper,
assignment of napping at during the midday or getting to bed earlier.
both. Yeah, napping after in that heart period. And, but that could be specifically for me.
Yeah, that one is.
And then, but all that clock is for all the organs, for everyone. Yeah, it's fascinating. And those are two areas where I can improve. And that's the end of my presentation.
Well, we've got most of an hour yet to go, so if we want to.
What's that?
I say we have most of an hour yet to go, so.
Yeah, that reminds me, I leave early to get to my
Oh, yeah.
muscle exercise. So it's at 11:15. So if I leave it 1:45.
Well, I'd like to share a little bit of from what we were talking about earlier is two things that Brenda, you mentioned your dreams and some of the interesting ones you've had lately, and Steve, you mentioned the hummingbird, so the animal connection, and I had a really unique experience combining the dreams and the animals um, last Thursday, so 4 days or so ago, and it was a day on a job site with my dad. So I don't normally help him with the work. Just when my brother isn't around or when he's doing something else, I'll take over. And so we did this install at this lovely family's house, and they had horses. And I went right up to the horse and just whoosh, this huge energy from the presence and the electromagnetic field being in the horse's aura. And it was so loving. It just put his head right on me and was